I'd like to show you how to calculate statistics in QGIS, and I have a parcels data layer for Lake County, Minnesota loaded up. So you can look at the various values if I go ahead and open the attribute table for the various parcel polygons, and it has county pin and a bunch of numbers, a bunch of identifiers, and then the owner name and a bunch of other information, including areas and taxes and various use classifications. So I want to just get to know this data set or any other data set. I'm going to have a stand table. I might have information on land cover. I can look at the basic summary statistics for the entire data set by clicking here on this statistical summary tool. So if I left click on it, it opens in an extra window here below the table of contents, a panel in which I can select the data, in case this is the parcel polygon, the data layer of the three I have displayed, and select a column and then add the summary statistics for that. So a lot of these statistics wouldn't make any sense, like the text ones that are names, but I can look here then at the acres for the polygons, and it lists then a summary, the total number of polygons, the sum of the area, the mean polygon size, 81 acres, the median size, 5 acres, standard deviation. So a bunch of summary information for all the records. Now suppose I want to get information by category. So for example, I might have different ownership classes here, and I want to look at, for the ownership classes, some of these things. If I look at the table again, so I'll right click and open the attribute table, and you can see then in the ownership class across here, it says what type of ownership there is. And so whether it's land that's owned by the county or the state, where the heck is it? There it is. So it's county fee land, or I could look down as federal land or private land. Some are missing, some are tax forfeit. So various other things, various categories, tribal land. Well, suppose I want to gather information like total area by ownership category, or for a forest stand table, I might want to get the total acres in a set of forest polygons for stands by forest type, how many acres of ash or aspen or other species or types I might have. So to do that, the easiest way is to load a plugin called a Group Stats plugin. And if I look then for all the plugins, and I've gone over how to load plugins in a previous video, but basically if I search for Group Stats in the plugin, so I basically grab this one and say install it. So I'm searching in all the plugins for the Group Stats, and it goes ahead and installs it, and it shows you here what the icon will look like, and then I look in my loaded icons and I find it here. So again, up in this plugins, I can manage and install many plugins. In this case, it's the Group Stats. So I look at that one by left clicking, and I see it opens up a window for Group Stats. And so I can pick my data layer, and then I can pick the columns that I want for rows. And remember, I had that ownership column that's down here somewhere. So find it. And in that ownership column, that will be the row. And I want to look at, for each class of ownership, the acres in the polygon. And I want to look at the, let's say, average and the sum and the median size by those types. And then I'll calculate, and it'll build a table that has for that ownership, what's the average polygon acres, the median polygon acres, or the sum polygon acres. So the average county polygon has 9 acres, and the median is 2 acres, and the sum is 1,143 acres. You can see for each of the categories then the federal is larger, 347, not surprising. The median is 399, and there's 661,000 acres of federal land. Private land, the average is 10, median is 2.6, and there's 89,000 acres of private land. So I can build this table. Now, I want to save this table for further processing or to do other things with it. I can then in the data save it as a CSV file, and so I'll just name the CSV file wherever I want to put it. So I'll call this ownership. I should call it lake ownership CSV. And then it will save it as a CSV file into that record, that file folder, and I can further process it if I want or do other calculations in a spreadsheet, or I can combine it with other files and then attach it back to a set of data layers if I want. I'll go through that in future videos.